This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and Victorinox.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Malta, and you're joining me, Tina Goff, at this ECN Malta T20I Tri-Series 2025, and we're on match day 5. And he's right on the money straight away. Just nibbling outside that off stump, and Tank, he gives that ball its due respect. And that's nicked again, but it's gone straight over first slip. And despite the chase, yep, it has gone all the way. It was Hekmatullah down there. He not only gets out of it alive, but he goes on the counter punch and smacks that one through the vacant cow corner. And that's hit hard by the Tank, and it's gone to the vacant boundary over there. Slightly shorter there by Hekmatullah, and Tank just swiveled. Hekmatullah just has a probing line at the moment, but he's straying down leg side, and that one has just been pivoted away by the Tank, and I think he'd be more than happy at the moment to have. As Rocky finally gets on strike, and he says, "Why haven't you been giving me the strike more?" Because he just clips that one over through point region, gives himself a bit of room. Zadran comes back for his third over, and that one's pinged off the pitch, and it's a big appeal, and it's out. Patanka looks a bit questioningly back at the pitch. That one seemed to really zip up. There's probably a bit of moisture out there. A vicious delivery there from Zadran. He's had 2 great overs so far, and he deserves his wicket on the first ball of the third over. And that one has flown straight over the slip cordon. George played hard at that one. It's going to go all the way. A bit more width there from Zadran, and Sobu George threw everything at it. And that one is cracked through point. Bit of width there provided by Zadran, and Sobu George just leans into it. You could hear the crack on the bat from here. That echoed around the Master Sports ground. The slower ball by Zadran, but it gets almost the same treatment. That's back-to-back boundaries by Sobu George. And that one has been picked up nicely by Rocky. He's only faced 8 balls so far of this innings, but the 9th he sends all the way for a 6. I can use in my career. That one's hit out to Mark Simpson Park, and it's a tremendous catch out there on the rope. I was going to say that he'd be doing well to stop the ball from going for 4, but he does a lot more than that. On the dive, ball into his arc. It's going to end up somewhere in the jungle, and he pushes at that one. Didn't look like he hit it with that much power, but it's enough power to go to the rope. He just pushes that through backward point. First ball. He's already got the 1 wicket here, but that one is going to go for 4. So he finishes the over with a boundary. That was a lovely shot again by Prasath. That takes Malta to 72 for 2 off 8 overs. And the first ball goes long and high and even over the tall figure of Mark Simpson Parker there, who looks questioningly up at the skies. But that was a glorious shot by Captain Prasath. He just picked that one up on length. Safe for the bowlers as well, and it's not safe for the fielders at the moment, because Prasath has just leaned into that one. It's another huge 6, his second Maximo of the over, and that one just a bit finer. And Tariq there was just trying to play around with the ball in his hand, but no matter what he's doing at the moment, Prasath is equal to it, more than equal to it, as that one goes for 4. Sobu goes after that one, and he catches all of it as well. That's raced away to the cover boundary. A bit of width there provided by Bilal, and Sobu. It was the most torrential rain I've ever seen for the rest of the day. So that one's hit much better through the covers. Prasath gets all of that one, having not quite hit the previous delivery. And that's a beautiful cricket shot in anyone's eyes, and 187 in game 3. As that's high up in the air, there's a chance. It's going to be a tough chance to take, and he's taken it. And he rightly celebrates, because that went high, high up in the air. And it was Zahel Zadran under that. Oh, sorry, Hamid Safi under that. It's hard to tell through the rain here, and he took a lovely catch. And that is a big, big shot. That's gone over the tents. Matthew has come to the crease, joined his captain, and got straight in on the 6 hitting action. Well, this will be the 6th bowler, so they do have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to bowling. That one, though, is going to go all the way. I think that's a flat 6. It's the flattest we've seen, and Prasath gets a hold of all of that one, takes him into the 40s. Safi is double teapotting on the middle of the pitch, but I think that was just a bit too short. And Prasath goes again. It's high, it's coming towards us, and it's going to go all the way for 6. Prasath gets to his half century, and he gets there in just 23 balls. And that one's squeezed through backward point. It's going to be a chase on, and Shigawal doesn't cut that ball off, so it's a welcome boundary for Malta at the end of the 17th over. And this has gone so high, it's gone into orbit, and MSP's under it, and that's who you want under it, because he takes a lovely catch. He makes it look extremely easy. It was anything but. That went high, high up into the heavens from Prasath. Promoted up the order yesterday, and a shot like that shows you exactly why he was, because the first ball has just been nailed over the cover boundary into the jungle. And he tries to go, but he's been sent packing instead. We'll say it all happens in the 19th, and for Matthew, it just didn't quite happen the whole innings, and he tried to get funky. He knew he had to do something, and they could still get to that magical 180. And he tries to go big. There's 2 boundary fielders out there, and it should be cut off by one of them. It is. And there's a run-out chance here, and he's running back, and that was chaos all round. Abbas wanted the 2. He kind of went halfway down to get the 2. Jaspal Singh sent him back. Well, let's have a look at this on the replay. Abbas goes hard for the 1. Jaspal Singh turns. They won't get there because Jaspal Singh has a swing and a miss on that final 1. So Malta do end up on 168 for 6 off the 20 overs, and good morning and welcome back to this match 5 of ECN Malta T20I Tri-Series 2025. My name's Tina Goff, and you're joining me here at the midway stage after Malta put on 168 for 6. We start off with the first delivery. It's Bilal Zalmai and Zishan Arif who are opening up for Austria at some point in the innings. That's a lovely shot. That's been hit over the covers by Arif. It's going to bounce a few times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it's 4 runs. You know what he's like. He's a commentator, producer extraordinaire. Speaking of extraordinaire, that was a lovely shot. I think it's just dipped the other side of the boundary. Yet the fielder out there, Darshit, signals that it has gone all the way for 6. And Arif has gone back to back here. This is even bigger than the first 6. This has gone straight over the tents into the cricket nets, and with not much backlift at all. Tomorrow we're shifting from T20 to T10. And that one's up in the air. Patanko is half interested, but then he realised it's sailing all the way over his head. So having been moved back from inside the ring to on the boundary, have a chance in this game. And this one's another chance, and this one is taken. It's second time lucky for Malta. So that one flies away to the almost 45 boundary, a very wide third, and the catch is safely taken out there. It's all happening in this couple of balls. David Marks kind of fires that one in a bit shorter. It's a big reach, in all honesty. Safe hands out there in the deep for Malta's first wicket. It's Wasim Abbas, who's just been hit for a few. Not only does he get out of it, he gets Zeshan Arif out. That was a little fumble there, I think, by Varun Prasath, the captain, at cover. Thought it was going to pop out, but he managed to hold on. That's a big, big over for David Marks. It's 2 wickets in the over. He's rightly getting all the slaps on the back from his teammates. It was just a miscue there by Arif. Prasath under it. Oh no, I didn't do him justice. He caught it cleanly and he gave the ball a little kiss as well, saying thank you very much, dear ball. And he should be thanking David Marks as well, because that's a brilliant over from Marks. And he'll want to guide his team through this batting innings now. He just glances one off his pads. That should just... Oh, in fact, there is no fielder out there. It's in my blind spot here, and that's actually going to go all the way. Of the game, and that one second ball is just dragged down a bit, and Razmal Shigarwal just leans into it and levers it over towards the 10, pretty much plugging away exactly at that 8 run rate required. That's up in the air and it's taken, and that's a tremendous catch by David Marks there. He got 2 wickets himself with the ball in hand, and now he's taken a lovely grab off the bowling of captain Prasath. And that sees the end of Razmal Shigarwal. He goes for 20 off 13 deliveries. And let's take a look at this catch, because it looped up in the air for a while, but David Marks is never easy in that cordon when the ball's spinning away, but he gets his hands down low, gets his hands under the ball and takes a tremendous catch. Rightly hugged by his teammates there. That's a big wicket. Akib Iqbal goes big, and that's going to go all the way. It's gone into the cricket nets. The marksman's gone on a jolly journey there to try and find that ball back, and that was a lovely swing of the bat. And that one's gone for 6 off the first ball, and that's a huge shot. The clubhouse is in danger there. Luckily it's made out of fuel for. And MSP cracks that one hard. I think that might have smashed into the plastic chair. I'm not sure if the plastic chair survived that one, because that was hit with quite some force. It was Varun Prasath coming back on for his 3rd over. And that's hit hard by Iqbal. It's going to go all the way. It's a lovely shot. There's no one out there on the cover boundary. To the chat, as this one's up in the air, but it's going to land safe. It's a bit of a drag down, in all honesty, from Prasath. Oh, it landed safe, but it did it roll over the boundary? It did. Austria needing just the 62 runs off 55 balls, and there's a big appeal there, and it's out. That's exactly what Malta needed. Iqbal given out on the field LBW for 37. It did look very straight. Prasath really loved it. He went up for the big appeal, and the umpire duly obliged. If you look at this on replay, left arm round, if you get a ball that goes straight, as that one did, you're always in trouble as a right-hander. There's not too much turn on this pitch, so I think that's going to be slamming into the middle of leg stump. Prasath showing a bit of frustration there, but he's been bowling well. The first one he drives in short, and Mark Simpson-Parker just climbs into that one, and that's not the area you want to bowl. Well, I don't want to open that can of worms. Instead, let's just admire this lovely cover drive by MSP. It was half a chance, actually, for the fielder out there. I think Rocky is out there, and he's disappointed with himself. MSP lines that up, and he smashes that, and actually the net of our box here in the commentary area just shuddered a bit, because that hit the net with some force. And he's going again, and that's gone even bigger, and that might be in the car park. We're bracing for impact. Range Rovers everywhere. Beware, because Mark Simpson-Parker, he's gone again, and this one's not gone all the way, but it's enough to go for 4, and to the spectators there in the bleachers, and that's 6-6-4. He goes again, and again he's missed the fielder. There's 3 fielders out there on the boundary. The final at this stage, I think. Simpson-Parker goes again, and it's gone all the way. It's not quite in, we see some nice cars on display there. It's not quite in car damaging territory. And Safi at the other end, he wants to get involved. Actually, he's been there a while, and that's his first ball, and he's absolutely nailed that for 6. But at this point, I think it's a bit academic. And that one, speaking of sailing over the rope, that sailed over the rope just about. I thought it was bigger, but big enough. David Marks jumps up on the boundary, but is nowhere near it. And this one, Jaswal Singh will only bowl the 1 ball, because that's enough for Austria to take the win. Hamid Safi says, enough of this. Let's finish it off. And finish it off he does in style with a huge 6. There's hugs all around between Simpson, Parker and Safi because they have seen their team home in staggering style.